Chelsea will face Cardiff in the Carabao Cup quarter-final after beating Wolves 4-3 in a thriller at Molineux. Liam Delap was sent off on his return from injury. Their fifth red card in their last 9 games, and Enzo Maresca called it stupid and embarrassing. Right, OK, Jamie, we'll talk about the red card in a moment, but what do you make of Chelsea under Maresca in general? Because every fan we get in seems to be a bit unsure. No one's like, I love him. No one's like, no, we've got to get him out.
Yeah.
No, everyone's on his style of play as well. What can they achieve this season?
Well, I think they can win something. You know, if you look at them as a team, they have got big performances in them. I think they concede goals. That's the problem, and you know that is an issue for them. I think they're a bit shaky at the back. I'm not convinced with the goalie. You know, but they've got a good side. They've got some good players, and they've got a great squad. You know, when you're looking at all competitions, you know, they can change the team completely to play in another game and still go and get a result. You know, but they have got some real talented players, and they have got ability in the team to go and win football matches. Do I think they're going to win, you know, the Premier League title? No, but you know, what can they achieve in terms of how far they can go in a competition? Well, you've got players like Esteval, and you know, and the quality that they can bring in. I don't think they're a million miles away, but look, Chelsea fans are not convinced with them, and I can understand why. I mean, that's a great goal from last night. Gittins. I mean, I've been waiting for him to do something, and that was an amazing strike. You know, they've got some really, you know, the young lad at the back. I know, you know, Cundy talks at Achibong. Everyone's talking about him like as a, you know, as a rising star. Because I think at the back they're not great, but he looks like he could maybe in the future become a real top player for Chelsea. Am I convinced they're an amazing side? Are they going to be an Arsenal or a Liverpool or even a Man City? Probably not. But they're Club World Champions. They're doing something right. They won the Conference League last season, so Maresca's got something about him. I don't know if they're brilliant.
Though. What they're getting wrong is discipline. I tell you what, it was Liam Delap who was sent off. Let's hear what Maresca had to say on the sending off after the game.
It's a stupid yellow card that we need to learn, and we need to avoid that.
How much is it a frustration because you seem to be getting a lot of red cards at the moment, and that's going to hurt you?
Yeah, but all of them, they are different. For instance, the Brighton one or Man United one, they are difficult because we have to take a decision in 1 second, 2 seconds. Tonight, and probably also the Nottingham Forest away, they are both that we need to avoid.
Well, we'll get Jamie's reaction as well, but let's get fan reaction right now, because Sky Sports have partnered with Finalysis, an app where passionate fans share their opinions on their club. If you want to represent your club, you can visit the Sky Sports app for more details, or you can scan that QR code like Craig Dixon has done, who joins us now. Craig, let's start with the discipline. 6 red cards in 9 games. That's if you include the managers, because he was sent off against Liverpool. Now, Liam Delap, he won't be available for the Tottenham game. How worried are you? How much of a problem is this discipline?
Yeah, it is a concern. It obviously puts us in a difficult position, constantly playing with 10 men. Even in a game we were relatively comfortable with, it troubled us a bit. And I think it just shows the inexperience across the squad, really. It's such a young team, such a young squad, and I think we see that with strange decisions.
What do you think about the discipline, Jamie?
Yeah, look, it's an issue. I mean, the Delap one is stupid. The manager's got to be starting to get the up on this. I think he was fuming at Delap last night because they need him back, right? You know, João Pedro hasn't really been that great, and he's a big player for them, you know, potentially be, you know, the starter up front. So, look, the discipline's got to get sorted out. They're getting stupid red cards. Gusto got sent off when they were cruising, you know, and he gets sent off a stupid one. Liam Delap last night, again, another stupid one. You've got to get on top of it, really has. You know, it's just silly. That's just a silly sending off. I don't know why that is, because they're young lads, you know, making mistakes, but I was a young lad when I played, and you knew about not making stupid fouls at stupid times. So, yeah, a bit of a weird one. But what are Chelsea, Craig? You know, I don't quite know what you are as a team and where you're going. What really, you know, are you building a side to be Premier League champions, or are you just building a nice, decent-looking outfit with players that you can sell?
Yeah, that is the worry, the squad composition. I mean, some of the players that we've brought in, you look at and you think that they're not there for the long term. They're there to, it's almost like when people buy houses and then flip them and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's not really a model that I'm too happy about. I think as fans, you want to sign in, you want to be excited about them playing and this type of thing. And we're getting players in, and some of them we sort of never see the light of day in the first team. So yeah, it is. It's very confused at the moment. Like you say, we're happy, obviously, with players like Esteban coming in, who's a class act, and we do get these players who are who are contributing to the team, but it's all very muddled. And again, we don't really hear a lot from the club, so we're not sure what the ambition is. Are they just looking for top four in the cup team, or are they going for the league? Because we are way off at the moment.
Well, someone who's not way off is Esteban. He's only 18. He's been brilliant. Do you think he should be starting every week despite his age?
Yeah, definitely. He's so mature as well. I think, as well as the quality, his character and personality, he just seems, for a young lad who's come over from a completely different league and country, he's just adapted so well. So he's got a wise head on his shoulders, unlike perhaps some of the others in the group. So yeah, I'd be starting him absolutely, especially with Palmer still out injured at the moment.
We've been
superstar in the making.
Yeah, he's absolutely brilliant. We've just been saying, Jamie and I, that we haven't really spoken to a Chelsea fan who says, I absolutely love Enzo Maresca. We haven't heard from a Chelsea fan who says, I desperately want a change of manager. Where do you stand on your manager?
Yeah, and again, I'm sort of in that in-between space. I mean, we'll get a performance like the Liverpool one, and you think, okay, you can see where we're going now. And then we go and play like we did against Sunderland, and you think we've seen that story so many times under Maresca. And yeah, it is an odd one. It's sort of one step forward, one step back every time. So yeah, I'm still unconvinced. And again, I think the longer this kind of disciplinary issue goes on, he's still a relatively young manager himself. I think this is still his only second season as a top flight manager. So you wonder whether he's still learning on the job himself, which obviously isn't something that we certainly we weren't used to in the past, under the previous ownership. So yeah, it's still a lot of questions at the moment to be asked. And as much as he's got a lot of credit in the bank, I think for how we ended last season and obviously winning the trophies, I'm still to be convinced about the start of play and the consistency.
What if you lose to Tottenham at the weekend?
What do you mean what? What do you mean what if?
I said what if? I said what if?
It's coming, Tom. We're coming.
It's the one game I think that you can't lose as a Chelsea manager. It's unfathomable losing to Tottenham. You just can't do it, and unfortunately, it's looking like it might happen.
Our form against you, though, we're terrible. We're so bad against Chelsea. Like, Arsenal always feels like we can win something even when they're better than us. But Chelsea, we never get a result against Chelsea, ever. I can't remember the last time we won against Chelsea. No, we're terrible against you lot. But we got a chance. We got a good chance.
Graham Potter was the manager, so that just tells you. And he wasn't there for long after he lost that game. That was the one where it's like, this guy isn't suitable for Chelsea. So yeah, you need someone like John Terry in that changing room before that game, and just telling the team, look, you did not lose this game. It's the one game that we, even if we come and get a draw, I'll happily take that away from home. But we can't lose it.
It's live on Sky Sports Premier League from 5:30 on Saturday. Craig, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome to Sky Sports FC. We're on until midday and we've got loads on the way until then. We've been talking about Liverpool and asking, is there a crisis there? We're going to be joined by some Liverpool fans between now and the end of the show. And Arne Slot, is he actually under pressure? He won the Premier League in his first season in charge, but it's all going wrong at the moment for him. How much pressure is he under? Right, but what about Arsenal? Mikel Arteta's under no pressure, although he does need to win a trophy. Can he win all 4 of them this season? That's the subject of our poll. Get involved in that. There's loads to get through today. Chelsea's disciplinary problem. That man there, Liam Delap, was sent off last night. They've got loads of red cards this season. Enzo Maresca wasn't very happy with him. So how do they fix that if indeed it is a problem? Right, Martin O'Neill. He won last night in charge of Celtic. Hearts only drew, so he's closed the gap at the top. Should he get the job full-time, or at least until the summer? The latest from Celtic on the way. And at 1:45 midday, Look at that young man. All right, questions for Jamie O'Hara. You know how to ask the questions. The QR code is on the side of your screen right now. So that's at the end of the show at about 11:45. And actually, we've had one of our regular guests, Jay Bothroyd's been in touch because, Jamie, you know how you weren't too happy with Fabian Hürzeler's get-up?
Yeah, I wasn't happy.
Jay's got something to say about it. He's sent in a voice note.
Here we go.
Tom, tell Jamie it looks like Hürzeler's wearing his gear, mate, with that cardigan on.
See,
he's right.
And I said he was well dressed, so actually I've complimented you there. You've insulted yourself.
It does look like he's gone through my wardrobe. It does. It does look like my wardrobe. But I wouldn't wear that on the side of a football pitch unless I'm going to watch my kid play on a Sunday League match. You know, like, come on, you're the gaffer at Brighton. You can't be wearing that clobber. I'm not happy with that. You're not Pep. You're not Pep. You're playing Arsenal away at the Emirates. You can't be rocking up with that outfit on, sorry.
Billericay, were you tracksuit?
I was both. Sometimes I went smart and sometimes I went tracksuit. If you want to be cash.
Never in the middle.
No, never that. Never in the middle.
Okay.
Never a hoodie.
Right, fair enough. Okay.